So what we're going to talk about, like I said, is how to create that content that gets you paid, because so many coaches, speakers, and consultants, they really struggle with creating content. Okay, so let's get into it, you guys. I promise you, you will love it. Most people don't realize this, but when it comes to content is, it's something called the 3 E's. I learned about this from a gentleman over a decade ago, and he said that your content, good content, it should be engaging, it should be enlightening, and it should be entertaining. I have been looking at a lot of content creators' content lately, you guys, and I must say it's bland, it doesn't really engage me, and it's not entertaining, right? And those are the 3 E's. How many of you have ever heard of the 3 E's before? If you have, say yes. If you haven't, that's all right too. So I want you to type down the 3 E's, okay, you guys, because that will help you. That will help you to retain what I'm saying. I want someone in the comments to write down the 3 E's. Your content must be engaging, enlightening, and entertaining. Let me give you an example of each one. Engaging. The easiest way to get your potential client, customer, subscriber, whomever, to engage with your content is to ask questions. And it shouldn't just be like a yes or no. It should be a question that makes them think. I had a friend many years ago, and he said, Shalena, listen, humans cannot not answer a question. Think about that. Humans cannot not answer a question. And it's funny. So I want you to start creating content that asks provoking questions. All right. Can somebody write in the chat questions, or just put the question mark so I know that you're picking up what I'm putting down, okay? So many people, you do not ask questions. So you should start creating content that asks people questions. That's an easy way to get them to engage with you, meaning going back and forth with you, sharing your content, being in your comments, okay? Being, so you need to be engaging. Then you need to be enlightening, okay? By enlightening, what I mean is you need to teach people something. You need to make people think beyond where they are right now, okay? So that is something that's enlightening. Like, wow, you know what? Shalena just taught me X, Y, and Z. I'm going to try it. Oh my goodness, it worked. Or you know what? I never thought about that. I never thought about it that way before. Thank you for that. How many of you are actually enlightening your audience? If this is something that's new to you, somebody put a light bulb or put light in the comments so I know that you are picking up what I am putting down. And also what I need you all to do right now, I need you to be engaging with this live. I need you to like this live. If you like what you hear so far, I need you to give me some likes. I need you to give me some comments. I need you to share it. Why? Because that lets me know and Facebook know that you love engaging. See that? Engaging with my content. Far too often your content is just too preachy, and it's just you talking and speaking to people and talking at people and not talking with them and having a conversation. Does that make sense to anyone? All right, so the next E is it needs to be entertaining. Okay, recently someone asked a friend, they said, hey, why is it that, I write about trauma and I write about all this heavy, deep stuff and I barely get any shares. I don't get any engagement, but someone can write something silly and it goes viral. And that person is not alone. How many of you have ever had that, like, wow, like their stuff isn't even all that deep and people are sharing it? For one, here's what I want you to do. Stop hating. It's just a little misunderstanding. And the misunderstanding is that you have to understand that entertainment has a huge value in our lives. Think about it. Who are the highest paid people in the world? Entertainers, athletes. Why? They entertain us. There are some people who would rather not pay their rent or their mortgage to go see Beyonce. Why? Because for those 3 or 4 hours, she takes them someplace else. So stop hating on people who have entertaining content and see how you can begin to incorporate that into your content. I'm not saying you have to get out there and dance, right? I'm not saying everything has to be a joke. Something that's entertaining can actually touch someone's heart and make them cry, but you got to make people feel something, okay? So if your content does not do these 3 things, you need to rethink them, okay? Did anybody find value in that? If you found value, type a V in the comments. All right, all right, all right. So the next thing that you need, and this is a big, big key, you guys, Your content should be problem-based. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that you have a client, you have a product or a service that you obviously want to sell to someone, right? So when you create your content that's engaging, enlightening, and entertaining, right? It needs to be problem-based. So you need to know what your ideal client or customer's problem is. And once you know what their problems are, and I help my clients to strategically find out and tap into what those problems are, you then begin to create content around those problems. Why? So that when they click on your reel, or when someone shares their reel with them, or when they read your post, they're like, wow, that touched me. I felt that, right? That's what they're going to say. Why? Because you're speaking to their problems. That is key. That's $1 million gem right there. Okay. I like to be silly. So let's just say my edges have fallen out, right? And I was bald around the edges. Okay. And you had a hair serum, or you had hair oil. Okay. And this hair oil, listen, if I got my hands on your hair oil and I put it on my edges, they would grow back nice and lush, and it would just be beautiful. I would feel great about myself. So you have my solution, right? You have the key to what I need. Now you just can't come up to me like, hey, yo, buy my oil. It's not going to work. So what you do is you create content. You can create some funny content, you know what I mean, about somebody joking about their edges and how their edges fell out. And, hey, have you tried this oil? Or what you can do is you just talk about, someone feeling insecure because they, their edges, and dig deeper. Remember I said what your client's problems are. What if that person has alopecia? Then you will create content that's addressing how someone with alopecia may be feeling. See what we did there? And if that person has alopecia, he'll be like, ooh, I can relate to that. Okay? So your content should be based in people's problems. Do you get that? I gotta move on. I got some more things that I want to share with you. But if you're picking up what I'm putting down, type problem in the comments. Type problem in the comment, because that lets me know that you all are listening and that you are retaining what I am saying. Okay? All right. So I don't want to take a gander. Let me see if I can take a gander at the comments here. All right. Let me see here. Okay. All right. So the next thing, all right, you guys, since I think y'all got the problem, right? You got the problem, okay? The next thing is exactly how, like what types of things, what types of content should you be posting? Okay, so take a screenshot of this, okay? A gentleman shared this with me years ago, and I think I added on to it, right? And it's RVLS. RVLS. Think of it as levels, but not levels like revels, because it's an R. Revels, okay? Revels. So I want you to type RVLS in the comments so that I know that you are, you're rolling with me, okay? All right. So what does RVLS stand for? What it stands for is the type of pieces of content that you should be creating. The R, and I need someone taking notes for me, okay? The R stands for results. The results can be your own, and those results can be those of your clients. And that can be in the form of testimonials, right? So you want to post results of your product or service and how they help you or how they've helped someone else, because it's so much easier for me to buy into what you're saying if I see that you have produced results for yourself. And if you're like, Shalena, I don't have results for anyone else, you should have results for yourself. That counts as well. So you need to be sharing results content. Does that make sense to anyone? Doesn't it make you feel better? Like when you read a review or you hear a testimonial, it makes you feel a little bit better, doesn't it? If it does, type result in the comments. The next type of content that you should be creating is value-based. Value-based. Value. Type value in the comments. What value-based content is, it's you being of service. You offering value to the people that follow you. And guess what? You are not asking for a sale. Let's go back to the woman with the edges, okay? Let's just say that you know that, I'm just making this up, but maybe there's an herbal tea, right, that can really help with alopecia. I'm just making this up, so vibe with me, okay? What if you knew that? So what I would do, maybe you're in a group of women who have alopecia, is, hey, you guys, you can post, hey, you guys, listen, I found a tea, or I know of an herbal tea. It's really good, and it helps with alopecia, and it's not an affiliate link. It's not any of that. You're really being of value. We've gotten away from simply offering value to people. Hey, there's this tea that I found, right? Or if you know you're a coach or a consultant and there's a tip that you have, offer the tip. Create a reel, offer the tip, and don't feel as though, well, I'll give everything away. There's so much that you know. It's impossible for you to give it away, but you want to begin to offer value so that when people look at your content, they're like, oh my goodness, she gives some good information. I really like her. He gives some great information. I really like him. Ooh, and he has some great testimonials. It's the R to the V. Okay, so now we're moving on to L, and L stands for lifestyle. Lifestyle, you guys, means, and it depends upon how much of your life you want to share, but people want to see you. You know, I had a baby, right? He's 3 years old now. So I'm like over 40 with a toddler, a preschooler. You know what I mean? If I want to talk about that, I'm a type 2 diabetes warrior, and I openly shared my struggle with that, my battle with that. That is, you can talk about that kind of content as well. Like, you know, even though you're a coach or consultant, if you like race cars, or if you like horses, or if you like cats or dogs, or if you like getting your nails done, if you like cooking, show that side of your life as well. You're a person. Don't be all business all the time. And also, too, I want to speak to my religious folks, because I've come across some profiles where they talk about God all the time, right? And I love it. But you guys, it's like, y'all doing too much. And you gotta switch it up some. And by switch it up, I mean, you know, you're talking about God is good, God this, God this, God that. Can you tell me a testimony about a time that y'all be posting, he'll make a way out of no way? Can you share a time when he made a way out of no way for you or somebody you know? Do you have a picture? Maybe your car broke down and you needed a car, and then God made a way out of no way and blessed you with a car. Tell us that story, please, and then post a picture of the car. Okay, that is lifestyle. If you are picking up what I'm putting down, type life in the comments, okay? If you're finding value, type a V in the comments, okay? Type a V, type a V, type a V in the comments, okay, you guys? All right. The next thing, oh, how can I forget the last one? S. The S stands for solution, aka the sale. Solution, aka the sale. If you've done R, V, and L, you have earned the right to ask for the sale. I teach my clients how to do this. It's a sophisticated way of doing this. But if you've been showing up consistently and you've been producing this type of content, people are going to be like, yo, Courtney, Adrian, when are you dropping a course? Like, I know people are like, Shalena, I'm so glad you're back. Where's the link? Where can I sign up? When you produce this kind of content, you offer the solution. You offer your product or your service. And guess what? It's an easier sale. It's an easier yes. So type solution in the comments. Type solutions in the comments. If you're finding value, please type a V in the comments, okay? All right, so now I got to hop into it, okay? This is something you must understand if you're going to create any kind of content on any of these social media platforms. This might be a new word for some of you. I hope I spelled it correctly. I think I did. But anyway, it's called meritocracy. Meritocracy. And what that means is on platforms like YouTube and Facebook, I've seen it myself. They reward content creators that create the kind of content that they want you to create. So if you notice right now on Facebook, a big push is for reels. So those people who are taking the time to create those reels, and you're creating good reels, and you're being consistent, and you're putting them out, guess what? You might not be as big as someone else, but Facebook is going to recommend you. You ever be on your feed and you see all those reels that come out? That's Facebook recommended. YouTube does the same thing, you guys. When you're consistent and you're putting out good content, they reward you. This is a meritocracy. Don't think, oh, I'm putting in all this work. Are you creating the kind of content that they want? Are you trying out these new features? So don't get it twisted. This is a meritocracy. And with that being said, when you give them the kind of content that they want, they will begin to promote you. They will begin to recommend you. So help them help you. Okay. I hope that was a word for somebody. I hope that was a new vocabulary word, a word, something, right? Okay. So you guys, we are moving on because I'm about to finish up. Have you found value? Have you found value in this? Have you found value in this? If you have, type it in the comments. And I'm going to take a